Hey guys, it's Creationeer here. In case you didn't know, Division 2 is getting an update on Friday the 5th of April, which is a pretty big one to say the least. To help prepare you for what's coming, I've come up with this video and I've got the patch notes in front of me to help you guys out. So, let's start with the big news. World Tier 5. Now, we know Massive kind of switched the game around with World Tier 4, which is to say you can get your ass wrecked a whole lot more. The control points have a scaling difficulty, basically they get aggro. Do objectives around them, step up the gears, and they basically wreck your ass even harder, which is a better chance of better loot. So I'm interested to see what they come up with for that experience and what World Tier 5 actually brings to the table. So who knows. Now, next update. Tidal Basin. Now, this has been pissing me off since we got into the tiers. Basically, Tidal Basin is where the Black Tusk, the tech-loving assholes with 50 cal toting robo-doggos of death came into DC in the first place. So you can expect that the area is heavily defended, using all the tech you can imagine. Though, so far, we've not seen any of it. We've not really seen any of it. We've seen a big huge wall, which you can see here, but that's about it. Aside from a few bits of concept art, which looks fucking terrifying, we've not seen anything inside Tidal Basin. We know how to get into it. We've seen the whole under the World War II memorial, but that's about it. Now, more updates. Skill builds. You can't have them. Not yet, at least. Having players that could use skills to really good effect and just wipe out a whole mob of dudes has always been pretty cool. We had it in D1, but for right now, skills are kind of meh. So, the skill mods, which we have for every single little skill that we've got, we can't use them because the skill cap is just so damn high. I mean, average players like myself, you can see my character here, yeah, he can't use these mods. So the skill requirement for those are actually coming down, so they're actually attainable and they are usable. So who knows, skill builds might become viable again. Weapon mods in Division 2 have literally divided the player base a little bit in terms of the opinion. Some people like the new mod system, some people hate it. If you didn't know, weapon mods here have a benefit and a downside, and finding a balance in that whole setup can be very difficult, depending on what you're working with, what sort of weapon you're working with, and your personal playstyle. There's a change coming in this area. One of the ideas that was floating around was a reduction in the negative effect of weapon mods, so instead of having a minus 10% to optimal range, it'll be reduced to 5%. For example, but in this instance what they're doing is removing negative effect completely across the board. What they're also doing is reducing the positive effect to keep the balance. Next thing, weapon balance. So my trusty Mark 17, which I love, is sadly getting a nerf. So in terms of power and sustained fire, the Mark 17 is by far the best semi-auto rifle in the game at the moment. The SIG 716, don't even bother. Urban MDR, it's great, but no, it's just nowhere near as good. Now, Mark 17 is going to have its damage levels nerfed to be more in line with those rifles. So it's more like you have an alternative in each category. You want the higher rate of fire, more stability. You've now got those three to pick from. Semi-autos in Division 1, like the God tier LVOA, which was a full auto and now is not, well, that's getting a slight buff. All the like lower end semi-autos, like the ACR SS, they're all getting a bit of a buff. Now, details on this are a bit light on the ground at the moment, so I think it might be something to do with higher stability and things like that, but we don't know right now. And burst rifles are still a lost cause, so sorry M16 fans. Now, the runaway most powerful sniper rifle in the game at the moment, except for the 50 cal head popper, which you get with the marksman skill, is the M700. We know this. And sadly, if you one-shotters in a dark zone, that's getting a nerf because it's just way more powerful than any other rifle at the moment. So that's getting a nerf. Damage is going to drop. I'm really sorry, guys. But that's it. That is it. All good changes, I'm sure you will agree. It's good to see that Massive and Ubisoft are actually listening to the community and what the feedback is. If I've missed anything, I'll put updates down below, but I think for now that is everything. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video.